Well, good evening, everybody. Apparently, our networking has been going pretty well tonight. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and we do have a very exciting program ahead of us. I just want to introduce myself, introduce the society. For those who don't know me, my name is Keith Darby. I am the CEO and Executive Director here for the San Mateo Medical Association. We have partnered with SOAP since 2017 to bring these fabulous events to our facilities, and again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I just want to kind of get an idea of who's out here in the audience today. So my physicians out there, how many physicians are out here? Wow, what a great turnout. What about entrepreneurs? Every hand, right? Every single hand, okay. What about investors, venture folks? Great. What about lawyers? We have lawyers in the house? Okay, good. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Really just want to start off by talking about who we are as a medical association. We are the largest and oldest group here in San Mateo County. We were founded in 1905, 115 years going strong, celebrating this year. We have a very short mission, but it's very powerful, and it's to represent, inform, and serve physicians while promoting quality medical care for the people of San Mateo County. So that should resonate somehow with every person here because, that's what we're all here for. As technology folks, we want to do things in the healthcare space to really elevate patient care and elevate standards. So we do have 1,600 members within our association, 1,100 who are currently practicing here in the county with a market penetration of about 75%. So out of every 3 out of 4 docs here in the county are members of the association, so we have a really good network of professional colleagues, many of who have been around for years. We are inclusive, so we're open to all MDs and DOs. We are open to different specialties, practice types, and stages of career, and we're the local advocacy component of organized medicine. We partner actively with the California Medical Association to influence and impact things here in the state. And also the California Medical Association is affiliated with the AMA in Chicago, so we can really do a lot of work supporting our great nation state of California at the Capitol. Now, for those who don't know exactly what organized medicine is, we are the voice of the physicians for not just themselves. Say again? We do a lot more than that, but for specifically what we do as organized medicine, we advocate for our docs, for our patients, and for healthcare in general. It's a forum to collaborate with events such as this SOAP platform, and it's our ability to try and shape the future of medicine. Now, we do provide this seat at the policy table again throughout here in San Mateo County. We work with our policymakers, our legislators. Through the state capitol, we work very closely with the California Medical Association and nationally with the AMA. So we do a ton of local engagement events. I'm happy to see Dr. Maldonado here. We just had an event highlighting his book last week, as well as several of our other members. We put on our Doctor's Lounge series of events, which is a platform for collegiality and really to bring folks together. So aside from that, obviously, there's leadership development. We have several committees that we're always looking for active folks to get involved in. And we're really the source of relevant and timely information for our physicians here in San Mateo County. So talking about tech and startups, we always talk about disruptors. These are products or emerging technologies that really can change a whole series of events, a whole industry. And we do have a disruptor that's facing the healthcare system in 2020. Trial lawyers. The trial lawyers are after Micra. Raise a show of hands. How many people know what Micra is? He is a former recipient of the SMCMA Distinguished Service Award as well, and he did great things with Micra. For those who aren't familiar with Micra, Micra it was enacted in the 70s to really stop these outrageous med-mal insurance rates. We were seeing a mass exodus of physicians, well, me not personally, but they were leaving the state because of these med-mal rates were so high. I just encourage folks to look at this equation. There's a $250,000 cap on liability outside of pain and suffering and consortium, so that's family suffering. You got it. Yep. And also the benefit of Micra, it caps attorney fees too. So it's a sliding scale based on award amount. So we have one major trial attorney that's in Los Angeles. He has pledged $10 million out of his own pocket in order to really bring this back to the ballot box. No proposition number. For those who know 2014, we battled Prop 46, and it was beat down at 67%. So the people spoke, but again, it takes money to put these initiatives on the ballot. I just want to make everyone aware that this will impact all healthcare in the state of California if this passes. A few different things. It will limit access because it's going to further exacerbate our physician shortage, which is going to be upwards of 5,000 physicians in the state by 2030. If you can't afford your med-mal insurance, you're not going to practice in the state. Now, also it's going to continue to force consolidation within the industry. Small practices that are already kind of fighting on limited margins are not going to be able to sustain their operations with increasing med-mal rates. And also, for our most vulnerable Californians, the community health centers that are out there serving Medicare, Medi-Cal patients, they will also have difficulty keeping their doors open. So this is a major initiative. Again, I just ask you all to pay very close attention to the ballot box in November when this hits. It is sponsored by trial lawyers. A singular entity wants to put a lot of money into this because there's a lot of money to be made. So now, back to what we do, a couple real key takeaways. We do try and do some very impactful work here with the SMCMA to benefit the healthcare system and to benefit folks here in San Mateo County. For the physicians that are out there, I do encourage you all to be a part of organized medicine. It's a pathway to really have your voice heard, to really make some change, and it all starts. Everything starts with a single voice, a single idea, and it's up to us to help that percolate into policy. Now, entrepreneurs, which again is everybody here, let's collaborate, let's work together. As a medical association, we offer a great deal of visibility into the physician audience, which at some point will probably either be vetting out some of the technologies you're creating or direct consumers of that technology. So again, I thank you all for your indulgence. I know this isn't exactly what we're talking about with tech, but I just want to make these things aware. And I also want to provide a brief introduction to our agenda tonight. As we know, SOAP drives innovation in healthcare through community and entrepreneurship. SMCMA, again, has supported SOAP since 2017, and it's directly with our soon-to-be president, Dr. Yuli Chetapalli. Tonight's program, we're going to talk about 4 separate startups, including an AI-based platform offering personalized triage, a company that uses live tissue biopsies to predict effective cancer treatments for a patient, another org that uses AI and respiratory health management for asthma and COPD, and also a tech company that uses advanced robotics and immersive simulations to improve recovery outcomes of stroke survivors. But the main event tonight, Dr. Chetapalli, he'll give our keynote on physician innovation. Yuli is a physician, a researcher, an author, an innovator, a friend, a chairman of the Bay Area chapter of SOAP, and the president-elect of the San Mateo Medical Association. So now our first speaker tonight, VJ, is going to join us. I'd like to invite you to the podium. He's the CEO of Adigo, and that's a startup offering personalized triage for early treatment. His vision is to make finding the right care as easy as calling an Uber.